Evening all. I was down for another quick and rough project. So Mrs P has requested some shelves for the kitchen. I've made one set already. I've got some tabletop left. Love oak furniture land. So this was a 6 foot by 3 foot tabletop. It's 1 inch thick oak. It's staves, so you have to be a bit careful when you're playing in it because the grain directions are a bit all over the shop. It was 1.8 meters. So I've cut them in. They're 5 inch wide, the boards, and what are we looking at? 90 centimeters long now. It was going to be a coat stand, hat and coat stand in the hall, but she's changed her mind now. So there we go. So we got two of them. They're also, because they're tabletops, you get a bit of shrapnel on the back, a bit of damage. So I've just been careful in selecting it. You get the odd hole here, and some dowels there. We'll just hide them at the back. So we're going to have a couple of them there. Get this the right way around. Like so. We got some rails for the back, so just going to half lap them in. So we've got something like that. So we'll half lap them in, and then some brackets on the top to hang them from. Glue, screw from the back, and away we go. So let's see how this might be 2 half-hour slots. We'll see how we go. So, giving me playing a quick sharp and quick tune-up, and the router playing. Right then, so let's go. These need to. I'm going to gang up during the layout to get them equal. What I think I might do first is just playing off some of the old. They look quite flat, but you never can be 100% sure. So we'll just clean them up a bit. I've put the planing stop back on, but because these are going to be on display, I don't want the teeth of the planing stop damaging it. So I've just dovetailed a little piece of wood into a bigger piece of wood, and that's going to be in the vise, like so. Let's give this a whirl then. Do underneath as well, quick. Better. So it's some beautiful grain on it. Quite lucky with the grain direction so far. It's a 5.5 plain. One of the staves grinds the other way, so just focus on that one. Let's do these. Better. Here we go with this one. It is lovely wood. Free. Some lady next town up didn't want it anymore. She just left it out the front for me. Cut myself a little bit there. There will be blood. Be prepared. You are going to play, come on. You know you want to. There we go. That's that done. Right, next stage layout. I'm going to clamp these in the vise. What's that? Check for square. Perfect. That's the one. So, I'm just going to mark a triangle on these so I can remember the orientation. There we go. And then we want to come in 6 inches from there, 6 inch in from the other end. Cross. Cross. Then, which way do I want these to go? As you walk into the kitchen, this shelf's going to be at the end. So, as you walk into the kitchen, you'll be seeing that. So, there is a bit of a dodgy end side there, but that can be hidden against the wall. And same with that one. So they're going to be on the back, like that. Again, for orientation. A triangle on the back, and then you're going there. So I'm just going to butt up a piece to there, just eyeball it, and then the same with this one. Cross. It's not marking the final depth, I just want to indicate to myself where the waist is going to be. This pencil's going blunt. There we go. This one ain't much better. Just ordered 40 new pencils. Getting a bit short now. So we can do the depths in a bit. Accurate depths. Just want to indicate to myself. Where the waste is going to be. So we just got some rough indications so far. We'll go in with a knife later, be a bit more accurate. Where did I get this design from? Don't know, made it up. Not the prettiest. Very functional. Country furniture. Right, we want the same on here. So these are 9" long. So I'm just going to mark halfway. 17.5. What's that? 9 and 8. 8 and 7/8. There or thereabouts. And then just come up. Four and a half. So I want a 9" gap between the shelves. She's gone crackers and bought a load of Kilner jars. Measure twice, cut once. That's the one. Thunk this. Yes, this is right. Is it? So the half flap's going to come in from the front, isn't it? Start again. Woof woof. And then this is going to come in. Again, just going to lay the square on. And mark in the actual distance. God, she must be in a good mood. The Queen's on. Bless her. exercise this. Up and down, up and down. So again, I've just indicated on the rough. Give myself an idea where everything's going to go. It's best if you make mistakes at this stage, like Nelly did there, you can rub the pencil off and start again. Once you go to the marking knife, it's pretty definitive then. So we'll actually score the surface of the wood and you'll have to plane out quite deep. So I'll just make sure I'm happy with everything. And then we can move on to the joinery. So you're going there, you're going there, you're going there, and you're going there, aren't you? There we go. Happy with that. How are we doing for time? Have a quick vape off camera. Right. I'll get these in the vice again. Want to mark out the real depths, don't we? With half laps, it's quite important that you take the same amount out of both pieces. So what I'm just going to do is eyeball what halfway might be, and then marking from both sides. Pretty good actually. Just one more little tap. That's it. So let's mark the depths on these. Strengthen them with a pencil. I forgot to do that side. Just quickly re-establish that. And put my pencil on the light and then move up to it. Move the square up to it. finger, that one. Depths. Little hole at the bottom and then scroll down to it. And you ain't going to go overshoot. We all done? Yeah, good. Now we can do the depths. Depths on there. So the faces that are going to join each other, I'm gauging off the mating faces to take the same amount off each one. Right. So that's the depth marked accurately now. Now I've got that line, it's a lot easier to go in with the knife because you've got a stop line. So we're going to gang these up again. Now we can go with the knife. So I'm just going to establish the inner lines. like to use the bigger square. It's got a thicker beam on it. So there we go. Put a nick in there. The other end. Switch to right hand mode. Right hand piece. We nick. Yep. And then similar approach with these. Got the inner line. Then we've got the you will like that, won't you? Can't see the bug. Pointy end to you. That's it. Then pointy end to you. Goes on there. Right hand mode. Pointy end to you. The lower shelf. There probably ain't a great deal of difference between the thicknesses, but because these aren't going to be half lapped in a great deal, I want the maximum amount of contact faces because they're going to be glued. Alright, now we can establish these down to the final depths. Did a good job I didn't follow these pencil lines. It's not as accurate as the knife. It is worth time on the layout, the accuracy. The rest of it falls into place then. To care. Accurate. Mr. Solis. Thank you. So all that done. That is that one. Just drop that one all the way across. We did now. Good. Good. The grain fights back sometimes. And a heavier one. Better. Right, so that's the layout done. So we'll have a break. And we'll come back with some cutting, fitting. I'm getting bloody light up here as well, it's a bit dark on this side. And then finishing. Alright, see you in a bit, our kids.